Guys, well, we got a lot of sleet yesterday and then it turned into rain, and things actually turned out better than what I expected. The temperature's not bad. It's about 24 degrees out here, and it rained, and so we don't have any ice. I was kind of expecting ice, and I mean, you got to prepare for the unexpected. So I'm just getting out here. I'm a little behind because I like to leave the chickens shut up just a little bit longer until I see what the weather's going to do. Give myself for a change a little bit of time, and most of the time I'll come out here to the greenhouse first just to take a glance. But you see that I got the row covers on, the frost freeze blanket. 2 days ago I didn't do that, just had it over here. These plants haven't been watered. I'm not sure how they're going to be looking. We've got a lot of cold at nighttime coming in, but then I decided to cover this up because I forgot to set the heater to a certain temperature, and things were frozen in here, and I thought, well, I lost everything. And I said, oh well, it happens. And so what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to cut this off. It is what is that, 48 degrees in here, and I got a new heater down there. I'm gonna walk around to the other side and cut it off, and I'm just gonna let these heaters sit here and chill out. Now, because I wasn't sure what the temperature was gonna be, then I let them run, because you know what, I heat with wood, and this is my investment. This is my food source. And so people go to the grocery store and they pay those prices and they come out with nothing. And with my greenhouse and even my garden, it pays for itself. It's just well worth it. So come over here and cut this heater off and give them a break, because it's pretty warm. It's not iced up. Of course, it did rain. It just did differently. Yesterday, everything was iced up on the top, except, well, not say everything. The heaters helped out, so it kept it like it's supposed to be, I guess you say. 2 days ago, I came out here and like ice was all over everything. Now we see water. So if these row covers wasn't on here, then this humidity will fall down to the plants and help keep it, give it some water. But maybe in about 2 days, I might come out here and take this row cover off a little bit, give these plants some water, because it's been a good week since they've had any water. Usually I'll water things because that thermal mass will help. That soil heats up, and that thermal mass will help keep the greenhouse warm also. Once that soil gets warm, it helps out. And so that's why I'm saying about 2 days I'm gonna give them some water, because then we'll have colder temperatures, and colder temperatures at nighttime. It's going to warm up a little bit in the daytime, and then it's going to warm up a little bit in the daytime, and that's going to help out with keeping that soil warm. And then at nighttime it's going to dip down. So I've got to get out here and feed everything. Everybody, they're in there hollering already. It's like, she ain't out here. They're calling me. So I had to take the extension cord out yesterday. I had this all wrapped up, and then yesterday someone requested that the cord they left here and put in there, they wanted it back, so I had to undo it, redo it. That's where my pitcher pump's at, and submerged pump. And I got so I'll just come in here and I'll flip a switch and cut it off, give everything a rest, cut the electric fence off, get these animals fed up, and get the rabbits. And the rabbits got their treat yesterday, and they hadn't had it in 2 days. They really love the grain more now than no, excuse me, reverse that. They really love the fresh vegetables now more than the grain. You want to get your animals off that grain as much as possible, because you don't know what's in it. Second of all, you want them to be able to learn how to forage, if you can say it like that, even though they're into their cage, if you want to call it that, their pen, their place, their home. Even though they're in their home, that they need some greenery stuff. And so my rabbits really do love that, and they expect it every day because I spoiled them that way. When the greenhouse, when everything starts coming off, and maybe when I get in there and uncover everything, I'll probably have a little bit of something in there. I foraged the leaves because the plants don't need all those leaves as much as we think they do, and so that the rabbits get it. Last year the chickens got it, and they just loved it. So I'm kind of sharing a little bit. But right now the rabbits, well, they're a little spoiled. They're real spoiled, and they just actually just love all this great greenery, and they're just spoiled. So anyways, I just want to show you that here on the southeast coast of North Carolina, now the temperatures could change at any time. I mean I've seen it to where they wouldn't say anything and things just went crazy. I've seen it when they said XYZ and it didn't happen, and we was on the borderline. And I'm so thankful to God that we didn't have just frozen power lines, no power and all that. And my prayer goes out to those that are experiencing that. We just got to stay prepared as much as possible and realize it's just for a moment. Seasons do change, and just stay safe as much as possible. Stay in. I'll have to go out today, so I'm thankful for this. I said I wasn't going anywhere because if there's ice, then there's no don't go, right? Stay safe. Stay safe and stay prayed up. But we don't have any ice. Everything's good, and so I'll make that adventure out to go pick up some extension cords that I almost picked up last week. That was, or maybe it was this week. But anyways, on my list, because the day is Saturday. Yeah, and I think it was this week, early at the beginning of the week. And I said, I got extension cords, but I need to go through them and see what's good and what's not. I've had them for a while, and I remember some of them not working correctly, and so I was going to just pick up a new extension cord. And I didn't because I'm like, I hate to spend money right off the bat. I'll just wait. Maybe, there was an extension cord here that somebody put here and in there, and then they requested it back. So that put me in a place that I was like, I made on my video, stay prepared. Don't get everything ready. If you don't, then you have to get out there in the cold. And that's exactly what happened. I had to get out here in the cold and get everything ready. But it's okay. Only the strong will survive, and God is with us, and He strengthens us. And I know that now that was God putting it in my heart to get that extension cord. And sometimes we don't know for sure, but when we look back, we say, well, you know what, that was God. That was God the whole time. But it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Sometimes those little things like that, we just learn. We learn the sensitivity of the spirit. We learn to follow wisdom and understanding. We learn, and that's all. And that's what life is about, is learning. And so next time I'll just say, you know what, that's usually what I do. I'll do that because most of the time I end up needing it. Well, they're in there just a hollering, and I'll see you on to the next video. If you haven't subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe. Give me a like, a thumbs up. I was going to bring my other camera out here, and I have to edit and load it up and stuff. And most people use a phone, and my phone is not the best in the world. Sometimes it just acts crazy, but I've had it for about 4 years. And, sometimes you got to make sure that you try to stay out of debt and not spending too much or overspending, because there's always something going to come up that you're going to need. And preparedness is walking into wisdom. See you on to the next video.